Well, my Maverick has a drive belt that's broken that I wish wouldn't be, but I guess wishing won't help anything, so I'll have to change that myself. I'm not even sure where the drive belt is on this thing. I think it's somewhere in there, but I guess I'll just have to start digging and see if I can find it. First, I'll take out the seat once. Then next, I'm going to remove that cover in there. I think it's somewhere in under there. Polaris have on their Rangers, they have their drive belt and their engine under the bed, where you just take the bed off and you can get to the engine real easily. The Razors, they're still back there, but you have to take their big plastic thing off. It kind of sucks. And then on the Mavericks, they have their engine here between the two seats. Kind of a weird deal, but I guess each one probably has some benefits, some better than others. Next, I'll take off this here piece. Go ahead and remove this like this. Alright, now we're down to the clutch here. Let's see if we can get these bolts off, this cover off, or if they had too many bolts way deep down in there where you can't reach. And here's even a 14mm Pittsburgh socket down here. Boy, this last mechanic that replaced this belt last must have been a sloppy one. Alright, now here we are. And yes, this belt is definitely shredded. So this is the reason this thing quit driving and made funny smells while I was driving it down the road the other day. So I believe the new belt is going to fix our problem. So I got myself a brand new drive belt from Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Now I think usually to put it in place they would tell you to leave this clutch in place and crank some bolts in these holes or do something weird and release the pressure maybe, but I didn't have the right bolts. So I just took this whole clutch off. I think it's going to work just as good that way anyway. Alright, now I got the belt on. I'm just going to start it to make sure it works alright like it should. Yep, I'd say it's working. I got them to send an oil change kit along with the belt, so I'm just going to go ahead and change the oil right away now too. First, I'm just going to remove this passenger seat already. Now I've got to remove this shield like I had to do on the other side to replace the belt. Next, I'll remove this other shield. Well, who would have guessed they'd have a tin fuel tank in these things? And not just plastic. Alright, now remove the oil filter. And there's the old filter. Now install the new test one. Alright, I've got the drain plug installed. Now I'm ready to install the new oil with the tusk funnel that Rocky Mountain provided. Alright, now install these weird shields again. And now finally reinstall the seat again. Alright, now let's start again. Oh yeah. Alright, now let's take it for a spin and see how she does. Now this is, I'm supposed to take it kinda easy for about the first 30 miles to let the new belt break in. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is greatly appreciated. See you next time.